Good evening, I'm Prasad and this is KiniNews. Justice delayed is justice denied. With that said, Najib's remaining lawyer has once again failed in his bid to adjourn the hearing. But with the prosecution having wrapped up its oral arguments against Najib, it'll be now Hisyam's turn to make oral submissions. Is he ready? Short answer, no. Najib Abdul Razak's counsel, Hisyam Teh Poh Teik, applied for the federal court to adjourn the hearing of the SRC appeal on Tuesday and Wednesday next week. The lawyer claimed it is because he has to attend another court matter during those days. He added that he could attend the SRC appeal hearing on Thursday next week. However, Chief Justice Tengku Maimun Tuan Mat denied the postponement bid. She reminded Hisyam that he is still the counsel on record for the former Prime Minister. The top judge ruled, as stated many times, no adjournment of this appeal would be granted. Yesterday, the five-person bench refused Hisyam's bid to be discharged from representing Najib. Deputy Public Prosecutor V. Sitambaram then completed his oral submissions against Najib's appeal. Najib's counsel Hisyam reiterated he would not make oral submissions next week on Tuesday.
Ladies and gentlemen, the prosecution has just completed its submission a few minutes back. We are asked to come back on Tuesday for the defense. I explained to the court, I told the court just now that as far as we're concerned, I'm not making any submissions. The position will be the same on Tuesday. I'll inform their leaderships and lordships that we are not making any submissions whatsoever. So I see you back on Tuesday.
However, the top judge said the apex court would still give him the opportunity to prepare oral submissions. She said that the counsel has tomorrow, Sunday and Monday next week to prepare. The bench then adjourned proceedings for today and to continue on Tuesday next week. All this after Najib claimed he switched from the legal team headed by Muhammad Shafi Abdullah to that of Hisyam and lawyer Zaid Ibrahim, as he was looking for a fresh perspective. I guess being unprepared is a fresh perspective of sorts. Former Prime Minister Najib Abdul Razak has discharged lawyers from Zaid Ibrahim's law firm, Zaid Ibrahim, Suflan, Liew and Partners. However, lawyer Hisyam Teh Poh Teik will remain as Najib's counsel. This was informed by Hisyam himself this morning. Chief Justice Tengku Maimun Tuan Mat then directed the hearing to proceed. Deputy Public Prosecutor V. Sitambaram then resumed his oral submissions against Najib's appeal. Zaid used to serve as the de facto law minister during the Abdullah Ahmad Badawi administration in 2008. Yesterday, the five-person bench denied Hisyam's bid to be discharged from representing Najib. The lawyer had sought to be discharged after the apex court earlier disallowed a bid to postpone the hearing of the main SRC International appeal so the defense team could mount a proper defense.
So under the circumstances, I'm not able to play an effective role. So in essence, Dato Sri has got no legal representation. That is the bottom line of it all. Thank you. Thank you.
In 2020, the Kuala Lumpur High Court found Najib guilty of charges concerning abuse of power, criminal breach of trust and money laundering. Having meted out the sentence of 12 years in jail and 210 million ringgit fine, Judge Muhammad Nazlan Muhammad Ghazali, however, allowed the defense bid to stay the execution of the sentence pending disposal of the appeal. On December 8th last year, the Court of Appeal upheld the lower court's ruling and dismissed Najib's appeal. Meanwhile, Najib's supporters don't seem too happy with how things are going in the SRC appeal. So what have they done? Take aim at the Chief Justice family on social media. Najib Abdul Razak supporters have resorted to attacking Chief Justice Tengku Maimun Tuan Mat's husband, Zamani Ibrahim, on social media. This is after he was unable to delay his appeal hearing at the federal court. One set of social media users accused Zamani of authoring a Facebook post on May 11, 2018, where he expressed happiness that Najib had been dethroned. The post was accessible yesterday, but not at the time of reporting. However, screenshots of the post along with Zamani's photograph have been widely shared by critics of the federal court panel hearing Najib's final appeal. Najib is now at his final lap of appeal at the federal court to quash his guilty verdict on the SRC case. Maimun, who was elevated as Chief Justice in 2019, is leading the panel of 5 judges hearing the appeal. One of those who shared Zamani's 2018 Facebook post was Najib's daughter, Nuriana Najwa. On Instagram, she wrote, "This is why her father was facing a losing battle." Yesterday, former politician Hamida Osman lodged a police report on Zamani's now inaccessible Facebook post. In a report, Hamida argued that Zamani's 2018 Facebook post had tarnished the judiciary's image. Dr. Mahathir Mohamad has been called many things throughout the years. However, Zaid Hamidi's statement appears to have hit a nerve. Now the former Prime Minister is suing the Amno president. Former Prime Minister Dr. Mahathir Mohamad has filed a defamation suit against Amno President Ahmad Zaid Hamidi. The lawsuit is allegedly for slandering Mahathir's ancestry back in 2017. According to Berita Harian, Mahathir filed the lawsuit at the Kuala Lumpur High Court on July 20th and named Zaid as the sole defendant. It was reported that in his statement, Mahathir said Zaid issued a false, slanderous and malicious statement, deliberately referring to him during a speech Zaid made at the Kelana Jaya Amno Division meeting in 2017. During the meeting, Zaid, who was Home Minister at the time, drudged up a purported copy of Mahathir's identity card, which stated his name as Mahathir Anak Laki Iskandar Kuti. Zaid went on to claim that this shows the former Premier has Indian ancestry and had used the Malays during his 22-year administration. Mahathir said Zaid's remarks caused damage to his reputation as a statesperson and were intended to weaken his political influence. Mahathir added the remarks also appear to belittle Malaysians with Indian Muslim ancestry. Now to the LCS scandal. A supplementary contract signed this year between the Defence Ministry and BNS has raised more questions. DAP Deputy Secretary General Liew Cheng Tong has urged Defence Minister Hisyam Teh to clarify the details of a supplementary contract signed between his ministry and Boosted Naval Shipyard. The contract is in relation to the troubled Littoral Combat Ship project. In a statement, Liew said that according to a BNS filing to the company's commission, the company signed a fifth supplementary contract for the LCS project with the Defence Ministry on May 31, 2022. Liew said Hisyam must inform the Parliament and the public whether any sum from the remaining 3 billion has been dispersed to BNS. In addition, Liew urged Hisyam to clarify what he meant when he claimed no new funds would be allocated for the LCS project. He questioned if this meant the government will still disperse the remaining 3 billion ringgit of the 9.1 billion ringgit contract. 2 days ago, Hisyam told reporters additional allocations for the LCS project will only be considered if the first of the 6 ships is delivered. He said the first ship will not involve an injection of new funds. The LCS scandal has also got the current and former PAC chairs locking horns. Former Public Accounts Committee Chairperson Nur Jazlan Muhammad has accused his successor of abusing his position to benefit Pakatan Harapan. In a statement yesterday, Nur Jazlan also accused Wong Kah-Wah of being unqualified to hold the position. Nur Jazlan said he was a chartered accountant who was well versed in the procedures of reporting findings by the PAC. As for Wong, Nur Jazlan said the DAP lawmaker does not have experience in government administration, corporate audits or international standard audits. Nur Jazlan said Wong and the PAC are creating a political issue for the opposition which they can use for the next general election. He added that this is why the PAC report on the littoral combat ships has emerged and was flavoured with all sorts of allegations against UMNO leaders. In response, Wong today said he had pointed out repeatedly in the past that PAC was a bipartisan body and all of its reports are produced based on consensus. On allegations that Wong, a lawyer, was unqualified to chair the committee, he pointed out that similar bodies in Australia, New Zealand and the UK were not headed by chartered accountants as well. Wong then invited the public to go through PAC archives themselves to evaluate the quality of committee reports produced during his time and that of Nur Jazlan. UMNO has made its mind on not working with PAS and Bersatu for G15. Now the party has reminded certain state leaders of this decision. UMNO state and divisional leaders have been reminded to refer to the resolution agreed upon at the UMNO Annual General Assembly 2021. This means they will not have the autonomy to cooperate with PAS and Bersatu for the upcoming general election. This is according to UMNO Secretary General Ahmad Mazlan. Speaking to Utusan, Ahmad said the decision has not been changed and is final. It was reported that Selangor UMNO wished to be granted autonomy so it could continue to work with PAS under the Muafakat Nasional Platform. Selangor BN Chief Noor Omar had reportedly said that the cooperation between UMNO and the Islamist Party is considered good and more effective. In May, Noh said Amno and PAS would avoid contesting the same seats in Selangor in the upcoming general election with the hope of ousting Harapan. With this strategy, Amno and PAS were aiming to win at least 30 out of the 56 state seats up for grabs in Selangor. Several states, including Penang, have also expressed their wishes to continue cooperating with Bersatu and PAS. After the last election, Amno and PAS signed a Muafakat Charter to collaborate on issues affecting Malays and Muslims. While the cooperation was initially smooth, cracks emerged after PAS decided to join Perikatan Nasional. UMNO-PAS ties hit rock bottom after both parties clashed in the Melaka and Johor state elections. And that is all from me today. For more stories, you can go to KiniTV.com. You can also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube and Facebook for the latest news updates. If you'd like to support independent media, do consider subscribing to MalaysiaKini.com. I'm Prasad. Thank you for watching.